Hello and welcome back to the channel everyone. Introvert, extrovert is a very common term that we hear every now and then. Whether it is amongst our friend circle, whether it is in our office space, whether it is amongst our colleagues, we tend to say that the following person is an introvert, following person is an extrovert. This was the term that was first coined by the psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung. Extrovert basically are those people that seek extensive contact with the outside world. They're always energetic, peppy, communicating, more talkative, more interactive, trying to reach to the conclusions quickly. On the other hand, introverts have their energies channelized within themselves. They remain silent and they think deeply. Jung believed that none of us is completely an introvert or an extrovert. It depends on the situation, and also that we may have one of the quality that is dominating in us, so our personality appears to be an introvert or an extrovert. But understanding of this phenomena is extremely important, especially for educators, for leaders, for parents to understand what they are dealing with and how they can help a person with a certain type of personality to improve the positives that he has. And obviously there will be certain people who will be having a mixed combination of both the things. These are called as the ambiverts. In the 1960s, psychologist Hans Isaac added to this discussion of introvert and extrovert is that according to him, the introverts and extroverts, they differ in the way in which they channelize their energies. The extroverts are lower in their energies and their mental activity. So by exposing themselves to others, interacting with others, they charge their mental batteries. And as compared, an introvert has a high level of mental energy. He tries to save and preserve that energy by staying away from the rush hush bush. And this is how they channelize their energies. Extrovert and introvert doesn't mean difference in the abilities. The two personalities can be highly capable, the two personalities can be highly intelligent, but it is the way in which they deal with the surrounding is very important to understand. One has a cutting edge over the other. We can take very famous example of the two Indian captains that we have, Virat Kohli and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Virat is always shouting, always agitated, always moving around, being in contact with people. He's a person with high energy. He feels more energetic when he's in contact with others. As compared to him, Dhoni is the cool guy. Dhoni is the Mr. Silent. Dhoni's mind is continuously working, and the cold silence and collective composure that you see in his personality is typical of an introvert. That is why we need to understand, guys, that introverts are not basically shy. They are generally mistaken to be shy, but they can be talkative. They can talk, they can speak, and they can even speak to people very confidently, even if they are of higher authority or maybe of a higher position. But what happens with introverts is that when many people are around, everybody is talking and the talk becomes too superficial and confusing. That is when they start taking the backstage. They fade out, make themselves aloof and recharge their energies and save their energies. But in comparison to that, extroverts, they require a lot of people around. They are very charged, agitated, jumping from one person to another, one conversation to another, and that is how they feel comfortable. According to one of the experts, introverts and extroverts use different areas of their brain to form thoughts. As an extrovert, he generally uses his short-term memory, or what we call as the working memory. He can jump from one concept to the other very quickly, talking from one concept, from one thing to the other. Hence, they appear to be very smart because their brain always offers an answer very quickly. Hence, they often speak before they even think and later on change their minds. Hence, good parents, good teachers, and organizational leaders need to learn how to handle the spectrum of personalities and promote them and bring out the best possible in them. So whenever an educator raises a question, he will always ask all of them to think before they answer. And this gives extrovert a chance to think over and formalize his thoughts. And for the introvert, this gives him a chance to speak more and get more talking time. The second important difference is in the brainstorming sessions. So whenever these people are given brainstorming sessions, what a good leader or a parent or an educator will do, for one of the tasks, he will pair the opposites. He will pair an introvert with an extrovert. So what will happen while performing the task? Then an extrovert will get some time to learn from the introvert to formalize the thought and think deeply. And introverts will also learn the art from the extrovert of fast association and to think and speak flexibly. In the next part of the project, the same traits are joined together. That is, introverts are given with introverts and extrovert with extroverts. Now introverts and extroverts get a chance to see themselves with the partners they are associated with. So they try to look into the shortcomings that they have, and they try and understand that you have to speak out. The extroverts try and understand that you have to give a deep thought. Now ultimately somebody has to think, so they develop that habit and idea of thinking deeply and formalizing the thought before speaking it out. Famous educator Rudolf Steiner promoted this idea in his Waldorf schools. We need to understand, guys, that the people around us, what kind of a personality trait they have and how we can help them get best out of themselves. And not only that, we also need to ponder what kind of a personality do we have. Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? You need to work on your strengths, and you need to develop alternative skills from the extrovert as well as from the introverts. Hope that this video has helped you, and hope to see you soon with the next topic. Till then, thank you very much.